today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, and it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their minus 3-game win streak. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
32-yard line.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turn and pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Good.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football. Ball left to be played.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete to Evan Ingram. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
J.J. Watt on the
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jordan Phillips in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. It gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Cardinals 14.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to Pickett.
Intercepted. The Giants.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So we have reached half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Cardinals 14.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Buying time to his left. He's got his man here. It's Green. And all the way down to the 26. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And it's 21-3. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10. At their own 29.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's third down.
To throw on third down, Murray. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
On the play, but it brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe, because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Cardinals.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
They're ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, it's Tate. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
He's back to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First down Giants. Jones to Ingram. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And he's got his man on the out route. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Giants. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Giants, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.